How's it going, everybody? Let me back this up. That sounded really loud. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to send that to me so that way I can add it in. Um, so guys, we're trying out something a little different today. We're doing like a late night stream because everybody's asleep. So, um, Mike, you actually don't know about this, but I'm doing a little future brand plug because I think I'm going to do a white label coffee company. Obviously, I'm going to need investment down the road, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Probably doing it through Shopify. Um, but being that I checked off that there was going to be brands in here. This is what we're looking at. So, Java Bean Brews is going to be a brand built for people who are built different and people that are coming from struggle and trying to build their lives and make their lives better. And my plan is to build this brand, and 5% of my profits will go towards any sort of autism like fundraiser or anything that helps people who are autistic or mentally spicy, trying to get their start in life or even just make their life better. So why not start your day off with a cup of chaos? So look forward to doing this in the future, and I look forward to growing it. And maybe I'll do like a GoFundMe or something like that in the future. Where did my game go? Why is my game not on the screen? Oh, there it goes. Okay. What the hell's going on here? What the hell? The heck? What the heck is going on with this thing? Okay, the theater's name is just J. Oh well. Anywho, um, hey, you get what you get with an indie game. So yeah, so my plan is to eventually, um, my plan is to eventually start a brand of coffee that. How do I do this? Okay. Start a brand of coffee that's like white label or basically like order to ship, you know? Um, but I'm not trying to go like too crazy with it. My I literally just came up with the idea in the middle of the night. Like it wasn't it wasn't like a thought out thing. It was just like, oh hey, this sounds like a good idea, you know? Those late night thoughts. But I'm gonna start trying to focus my streaming brand around that late night, real life, real vibes. You know, if you hear in the background, I don't know if you can hear it, but you know, she's asleep, my wife. So, um, I'm obviously trying to keep a low tone for the stream. For those of you who might be viewing and trying to go to sleep, feel welcome to fall asleep. I just hope I'm not too boring. But I figured this was a pretty laid back game to start things out, you know? This is Ultimate Theater Simulator. I have played this before. It's basic run-of-the-mill game, you know, you're just starting a movie theater. One shelf. One box of Tay's chips. You're basically the owner of a movie theater, and your objective is to make sure that nobody's like stealing movies from you, like pirating your movies or smoking in the theater, stuff like that, you know. It's an interesting game. Let's get this stuff inside. So we're going to set this here. So, but yeah, like I said, the whole coffee idea just kind of came to me in the middle of the night. I was talking with my wife Krista, or Ruru, if you want to call her by her gaming name, Ruru or Runa. We were just kind of talking, and she kind of was like, "Oh, well, what if you had your own coffee brand?" I was like, "Yeah, you know, I do drink a lot of coffee. I can't show my coffee mug on screen. Mike knows why, but I have a very specific coffee mug with, well, if I cover part of it, I'm sure you get the idea. So, I drink a lot of coffee. So, I literally just put my coffee maker in my bedroom too, so it's kind of like a theme. So it's just like one of those, duh, why didn't I think of that before type of situations, you know? Amazing Labyrinth or Amazing Chronicles? Which one are we doing? I'm thinking Amazing Chronicles. It's got a lot of flames. Looks pretty cool. 1814. A ticket. Yeah, definitely a coffee fiend. Yeah. So, I figured it was a good idea for a start, you know, something simple. I have been using ChatGPT to kind of build the plan, the marketing, all that stuff like that. So, be prepared in the future to see some stuff about coffee, because I eventually will be trying to start that. And I'm sorry if I'm like and moments of silence, guys, because Mike is gonna laugh when I say this. I need to practice talking to no one. Shut up. But I will try to keep the flow going, I guess. But yeah, so I'm just. Mike knows this already, and most people that know me know this already. I'm a pretty ambitious dude. I tend to get these big thoughts and glorious dreams in my head, and I'm sure people relate. But starting a brand isn't something simple. I say that from experience. I've tried to start businesses and stuff like that in the past. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. But with the experience that I have, I can confidently say this is something doable, you know? It's not a big, flashy business. It's like t-shirt, mugs, tote bags, hats, things like that, you know? I'm not even going to start doing the coffee right away, you know, because getting the white label coffee and then the shipping costs and everything is going to be a lot. So, um, it's going to be small at first, you know, but nonetheless, we will proceed forward. What are we doing now? It says store boxes. Store boxes and inventory. What? Okay. Probably need to order something later to just get rid of that tutorial clip. Alright, so we begin. Amazing Chronicles. Okay, so we're gonna hide that because it's in the way. 1814. I'm so glad that she's a deep sleeper because even with me talking quietly, I'm still kind of loud. So I'm just kind of glad she's oh. 948. One customer. We did it. We did it, guys. We're a successful movie theater owner. We're going to be showing Iron Lung next. Alright, let's just order a box of chips. Just to, like, you know, like, get rid of this tutorial thing. Because I'm a tryhard. And I hate indicators. 3. There we go. Interact with the projector screen. This is where you can configure your theater room and apply upgrades. Okay.
For winter's knocking at your door. Better go and store your food away.
Use on the movie poster to set ticket price.
We'll hurry home to our lives.
Welcome, customers. I just read on the side you can reject a customer. So if somebody's just smoking, can I just reject them. There's gonna be no smokers in my theater, you hear me? No smoking in my theater. If I catch you vaping, you're out of here. You're banned. Alright, well, it's a pretty clean bathroom. See? I keep my theater in tip-top shape. You okay in there, sir? Oh. Shy Pier. Oh, that's a ma'am. Oh, right. Learn to read. Got it. $54.42. Y'all are a couple. I'm gonna put you in the back. Nothing owed. Wait, give back 72 cents. My bad. Mike's gonna laugh, but don't judge my money counting. How can I check out customers at concession if nobody's buying my chips? Alright, well, while we're waiting for that movie to finish, I'm going to go back here and just announce again that in the future, I do plan on starting a brand called Java Bean Brews. It is a brew of coffee or whatever built for people that are built different. People that came from strong past, bad past, weird past, touch of autism, a little bit of chaos, whatever. It's for people that don't want to live by the norm and want to be different and be themselves. 5% of my profits will go towards like charities for autism and stuff like that. Maybe even towards like LGBTQ and stuff like that. It's not going to be huge in the beginning. It's just going to be small. You know, like you see over here, I got like t-shirts, mugs, stickers, hats, you know, things like that. I'm going to start off small. So in the beginning, it might not even be t-shirts. It might just be like mugs, stickers, and maybe like a hat. I don't know. But as long as I can get people to help me build this, the more there will be. And I'll be honest with you, part of my profits will probably go towards trying to get my fursuit so that I can cover up this ugly mug. But don't worry, I'm going back to the game. So things have been going pretty good lately. I'm just going to transition away from the coffee talk because I've been kind of delaying on that. But things have been going pretty good lately. I've been dealing with the snow. The snow has been just so great. So great. For a while we were kind of iced in. It reached, I think the highest I saw was like -5 degrees outside. So now everything's finally just starting to melt. but that didn't. But the snow days did not go without falls and stumbles and breakage, I guess. But we got through it. We got through it. And I hope everybody that's dealing with the snow out there is careful and safe. I'm hoping that you guys are not struggling as bad as we did. Don't mind me, I have to move some of the stuff around in my junk corner. Do not judge me for having a junk corner. Okay? Just checking how long I've been streaming. One, you're gonna get the steak sauce seat. 1814. I'm impressed I got that. All right. Guys, we completed the tutorial. Now what? I can't do this on my own. I need an adult. Bruh. It's like Taco Bell. There's like, how is the men's bathroom cleaner than the women's? Ladies, explanation, please. Oh my god. By the way, Mike, how's my sound? Everything coming through clear? Yay! Woo! This is the cleanest theater I've ever seen. Okay. Back to the checkout window. When do I get to hire someone? Oh. Ah, damn. Sorry, it's a little slow on my end, so. Oh. I'm thinking maybe later on today I might stream again. Less of a quiet stream and more of a chill stream of like maybe watching some videos or some funny clips. I might ask Mike to kind of compile like a list of videos. Maybe he can just send me a list of like a link or whatever, and I can put it through the video player. I'll figure it out. I'll talk to him, but I'm hoping to do something. And if most of you are noticing my rings on my hand, I lost my ring. I don't know what happened to it, and I'm sad. But nonetheless, I'm just trying to figure out what to do in between customers waiting at the ticket booth. Oh yeah, so I was talking about things that are going on. So I know in the beginning when I was streaming, I was telling you guys I was going to school. Well, things have kind of changed slightly because outcome of things privately going on. But right now I'm going to school. I am trying to work on myself. Part of that is this streaming. Things that play into my plans for the future involve this. And hopefully the brand I'm building will be part of that as well. But I'm not going to school because school's been difficult, you know? And I'm not saying that I was expecting it to be easy or a handout. That's not it at all. I'm going through a lot of mental health problems going through school, and it got to be too much to handle. And so I needed to get a better grip on myself before I continued. So, for those of you who are wondering, that is why. Also, for those of you who are wondering why I only play indie games, it's because I was given a free PC, and I'm not complaining about the PC, but it is only 4 cores. So I can only handle so much with the streaming, and OBS takes up a lot of that, core, I guess. I don't know PC terms, so bear with me. But yeah, it takes up most of the operation. So I need to play games that are low demand.
Heidi, hi, here am I, Jackie Paws, quick and spry. Listen to me while I say. The summer's gone, play no more, for winter's knocking
Making sure
at your
none of
door.
y'all are
Better go and
bootleggers.
store your food away.
You bootlegging?
Mr.
No?
Jackie Boy, you're at right. We'll hurry home to our wives.
Can't have any bootleggers in my theater, you know? Only sneaker leggers. Why is this all the way out here? What the hell? There's a casino. We completed our first day post-tutorial. Let's go. Again, the women's bathroom. Never mind. Drink break. Alright, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you guys again, for those of you who are just joining, I do plan on in the future starting a brand, hopefully selling my own coffee and, merch. So it's going to obviously have my persona on it, Java, but there's also going to be stuff like stickers, keychains, coffee mugs, t-shirts. I said t-shirts, hats, tote bags, whatever, the list will expand, I'm sure. But it's a coffee brand that's built for people who are built different, people who are mentally spicy, people who are a little chaotic, and people who just want to live not like the norm, I personally think that it's better to be honest than to glamorize things. I just need something to keep me financially stable. Because of my background, it makes it difficult for me to get employment. So sometimes starting a business is better than not working at all. So I'm looking to make this a means of income. So I appreciate those of you who are patient enough to even hear me out. And if there's nobody listening, this will be up on my page. And I hope that you guys can give me the respect, at least. You don't have to give me the money, but at least give me the respect. And I plan on future having donations and stuff like that for charity available. And then 5% of my profits will go towards a charity. So, press enter to begin next day. Alright, so we need to order chips. Alright, let's see if we can get this all put together here. Mini fridge. Oh, they were actually meant mini fridge. Alright, let's because we're gonna need a table for both things anyway, the popcorn machine and the pretty much everything. What's this? This is probably the water. Yep, that's the water. Popcorn. I need buckets. Right. I totally forgot the popcorn buckets. attention to the numbers. I keep forgetting.
Heidi, hi, here am I, Jackie Paws, quick and spry. Listen to me while I say.
Sorry. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna end here for now, but I'm gonna return later and maybe either play another game or maybe watch some videos. I gotta call Mike and talk to him on the phone first. But I will probably be back later. So, appreciate you guys for watching, and I will talk to y'all later.